Yaheetech sent me this cantilever umbrella for my review, and boy, today, do I ever need it. It is really, really hot out here. So this thing is really, really cool because it is a 10-foot in diameter type of umbrella, but it's got something special, and it's right there on these LED strips. You've got 8 strips that will light up, and you've got the light hub at the center right there. So let's talk about this in just a second, but let's talk about how do you actually set it up and how it works, because these two things right here, by two things, I mean the umbrella and the base, are sold separately. Now the base is probably one of the easiest bases I've ever had the pleasure of putting together, because you actually see where the cross membrane is. So you've got that metal X right here, plus the base is all in 4 different compartments. The really cool thing is, as you can see right here, those are kind of like those little caps. Because you open those caps, you fill those 4 bases with water, and you create that weight that will sustain, in wind, and obviously just sustain the umbrella up, whether it's closed or open, which is a great thing. Now, the other thing too is I love these kind of add-ons right here that kind of like keep the base together. So there's no screwing around with the base. Only screwing that you have to do is right here, those 4 bolts that will actually attach that pole to that base. So that's a really cool thing. And now the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about is how this cantilever actually works. So you really have one position right here. So this is your unlock position, and all I need to do, it does take a little bit of strength. You just got to bring this up, and then I can actually bring this down. And look at this. Now that is changing its direction, so I could actually lock it right here. So I lock it in place, and now all of a sudden, if the sun is, and in this case it is coming from there, I've got my protection, and I've kind of got my shade in a different kind of angle, which is great. Now, the other thing that's really cool with this, and I'll show you, let's just bring it, you know what, let's just bring it down like this, and I'm gonna lock it in, and check this out. This thing here, if I wanna just bring it down, all I need to do is this right there. I don't have to go under, I don't have to reach out, I don't have to go into any kind of height. Everything is done with this lever right here, and then it brings it all the way in. Now, yes, I can bring all of this, and I'll show you this, and of course, it's going to take, there we go. And once you're in that position, you lock it in, and it's there and ready to go for the next time. So this is kind of like your position when you're not using it, so it doesn't catch in the wind. It's a great little setup. Now, usually those cantilever umbrellas, you'll have all of this being of metal. Now, the only part that is plastic is this locking here, because everything else is aluminum, which is a nice thing. Now, I mentioned the LED strips, the actual lighting in here. So how does that get powered? Well, you have it right here. Now, I do want to say I wish there was a pocket. I wish there was kind of a strap where this would actually sit in. But it dangles off of this little cable, and as soon as it hits or it gets hit by sunlight, it will start charging your entire setup, which is a great thing. Now, I'm gonna show you one more thing. We're gonna go up just like this. We're gonna lock it in, then we're gonna open. Look at that. And I'm gonna give it a little bit more. There we go, perfect. So as you can see it dangling there. All I do is a little bit of this, and then I know that it's going to be catching all of those rays that I need. And then when you're under here, check this out. Where is it? This is it right here. You do have the on and off switch that I have right there. So if I turn it on, and you will see this in the B-roll, once it obviously is nighttime, you'll definitely be able to see it, because right now it's too bright out here to actually see it. But yeah, you do have those 8 strips and the 9th as a main light hub. I think this is really cool. It looks really, really nice. There's even venting at the middle top right here. So at the top, if there's a little bit of wind, it's not gonna catch, it's gonna go right through. Keep you cool, keep you shaded, and really stylish on top of that, which I really love. But yeah, day like this, I'm definitely not gonna bring this down. I'm gonna keep it open. And yeah, I think you should do the same. Whew.